Go Owls, hootie hoo!
Y'all, it finally happened. Day 1 of Unrivaled is officially in the books. If you missed the games live, well, don't worry. I got you covered with everything you need to know. Now let's kick off with the first matchup of the night, which was Miss BC versus the Lunar Owls. And let me tell you, we got a thriller of an ending. But the start, well, it took a minute to really heat up. Brianna Stewart made history by sinking the very first bucket in Unrivaled with a smooth jumper. Then we saw some very nice moments, big buckets from Jewell, Loyd, Courtney Williams, a couple and a few others. We saw some cool stuff, but nothing just crazy yet. But then it happened.
Williams ahead of the pack, blocked by Carrington. The seatbelt season has moved to Miami.
Dearica Carrington trying to make a play through a bad pass that turned into a turnover, but instead of hanging her head, she booked it on defense, chased down Courtney Williams, and pulled off a monster block before grabbing the ball back. It counted as a rebound, but that was a straight up block. That was a spark that cranked the game from being just a meh 5 out of 10 to an OMG 8 out of 10. From there, things popped off. Jewell Loyd started cooking even more for Team Miss. We saw Courtney Vandersloot reminding us that she is far from washed, and rookie Aaliyah Edwards showed flashes of brilliance. For the Lunar Owls, it was Napheesa Collier and her show basically the whole time. She was draining threes, slicing to the basket, just taking over this game, and then came to play that blew the roof off in the second quarter.
Handy said that's just who Jewell Loyd is. She wants to keep working. How about doing it on the defensive end?
Skylar Diggins-Smith looked like she had an easy layup back out of nowhere. Here comes Jewell Loyd, who tracked her down, swatted it away like she had something to prove. And guys, maybe she did. Let's not forget the rumored bad blood between Jewell Loyd and Skylar during their time with the Seattle Storm. This matchup felt personal, especially with Jewell Loyd doing everything in her power to make a statement in that first half. And guys, by the time we hit the third quarter, it was a straight up dogfight. Miss BC had the momentum, but the Lunar Owls kept clawing back. Miss ended up finishing the third quarter with a score of 73-67. And with a target score set at 84, it felt like they just kind of had this in a bag. But then Skylar said, not today. Fueled by some bad shots and turnovers from Miss BC, Skylar started cooking. First, she nailed a 3-point basket. Then she made some other baskets, then got a 3 to take the lead, 81-78. And then she called game with this final dagger. Skylar was absolutely electric, finishing the game with 21 points, 5 of 9 shooting, especially in crunch time. Now let's break down the numbers for Lunar Owls. Napheesa Collier put up the first double-double in Unrivaled history with 27 points and 11 rebounds. Courtney Williams added in a cool 14 points. Alicia Gray chipped in 18, and Shakira Austin had 4. For Team Miss, Jewell Loyd led the way with a game high of 30 points. Rakia Jackson added 15. Aaliyah Edwards had 10. Courtney Vandersloot had 11, and Dearica Carrington had just 8. Stewie did struggle in this game, finishing with 6 points, but she did grab 14 boards to make up for it. Now, overall, guys, for the first ever Unrivaled game, this game exceeded my expectations. Whenever the action started to lull, someone stepped up with a huge block, a huge hustle play. Shout out to Dearica Carrington running into the stands, or Skylar Diggins-Smith going full superhero mode in the fourth quarter. If this energy that we're gonna see continues throughout the whole season, well, sky's the limit for Unrivaled. Now on to the second game between Rose BC and Vinyl BC. This game brought its own fun and plenty of craziness, but it didn't quite live up to the fireworks of that first game. Angel Reese opened the scoring for the game with scoring the first 4 points of the game, but things quickly turned into what I call the game within the game. It was Angel versus Dearica Hamby and Azarae Stevens versus Aaliyah Boston in a battle down low. And let's be honest, guys, Vinyl easily won that matchup. Here's why. Dearica Hamby is a seasoned vet who's used to the fast pace of 3x3 basketball, and Aaliyah Boston, well, she just wrapped up a solid season with the Fever. And you know what the Fever be doing. They be running. So their conditioning was on another level. Meanwhile, we saw Azarae Stevens and Angel Reese out there huffing and puffing, trying to push through on exhaustion, and clearly they were both shown up by Dearica and Aaliyah. On the perimeter, it was all about the Rhyne Howard versus Kahleah Copper show. 2 elite big guards going head to head, and Rhyne, well, she stole the show. Whether she was knocking down threes at a 50% clip or attacking the paint with pure aggression, she did it all for Team Vinyl. Rhyne finished the game with a cool 33 points. While Vinyl dominated most of the game, even leading at one point 61-46, Rose BC was not going down without a fight. Kahleah Copper and Chelsea Gray turned it up in the fourth quarter, capitalizing on some of Vinyl's mistakes and sparking a comeback. For a moment, it looked like Rose may actually be pulling off the upset, but Dearica Hamby and Arike Gumbawale said, no, not today. Arike with a great pass to Dearica to seal the deal and clinch the game for Team Vinyl, winning 79-73. Now, here's the stat breakdown. For Vinyl BC, we saw Rhyne Howard finish the game with a game-high 33 points, shooting again 50% from the three-point line. Dearica Hamby did her thing with a double-double, 17 points and 13 rebounds, 11 actually on defense. Arike Gumbawale finished with 10 points. Ray Burrell, I thought, had a really good game with 7 points. Jordan Canada added in 6, and Aaliyah Boston finished with 6 points as well. For Rose BC, it was Kahleah Copper all the way, who led with 24 points. Chelsea Gray added in a cool 21 points and 9 rebounds. Angel Reese had a double-double with 10 rebounds, 10 points and 14 boards. Brittany Sykes chipped in 9. Azarae Stevens scored 6, and Lexi Hull had 3. Now, another really entertaining game overall between the defensive hustle, the big offensive moments, and Rhyne Howard putting on a clinic. Day 1 of Unrivaled delivered. And if this is just the beginning, boy, oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens next. Day 2, loaded. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe for more awesome commentary. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.